Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Evil Step Teacher here. And I know I had said before that I wasn't going to detect at the house where I'm living anymore, but last time I detected, well, the times I detected were all in the backyard. All that area back there beyond where my Cadillac is, beyond where the landlord's little pickup is that I've been using for my metal bin. You know, out in that area. I never did detect the wooded area here between my house and their house. So, my landlord's house. So, I'm going to detect in this area, and I also never detected the front yard. So I'm going to hit that because it isn't that much longer, and I've turned around away from the wind. I've hinted around to this. It isn't that much longer until I will be moving. So I want to hit this before I go. Plus, it's a good chance to practice plugs. I haven't had a lot of areas where I really needed to dig a plug. I could just dig the hole and fill it back in. I practiced a little bit, but never really in a yard much. So I'm going to give it a shot and yeah, see what happens. So, and plus this is a new phone. I might as well see how well it works. Well, see you at the first find. All right. Well, it's kind of hard to practice digging plugs when that's what you find. And just to give you an idea of size, yeah, I've got short stubby fingers, but holy crap. I'm not going to put this in the pouch because it's bigger than my pouch. So I'm just going to take it over to my dirty little truck and put it in there and hope that this isn't a sign of things to come on this hunt. I really hope that this wooded area and the front yard aren't filled with that kind of crap, you know. Anyway, moving to the next one. Well, next up is a random piece of wire. Guess I need to figure out how to shut that light off, but seems to be working. It's gloomy and dark, so maybe having the light on isn't a bad thing. So anyway, random piece of wire. I did kind of get a plug dug, so the ground is really dry over here and loose, so it's going to be an easier dig than the rest of the yard. Let's see if I can get this back in there and make it look halfway decent. No, it just fell apart. But, you know, it doesn't even get mowed in here, so yeah. Anyway, moving on. Alrighty, got the next thing. It is a random piece of can. So, yeah, I can't hold on to it, but it'll go in the pouch. Of course not the keeper side, but yeah. And that was the only thing in the hole, I do believe, so moving to the next one. Alrighty. I am at the next find. It's actually two things. This hole first came this random piece of rotted wire, and secondly, there was something else still down in there showing up on the pinpointer, and it was this random piece of rusted wire. So they probably at some point were the same rusted wire, and maybe not even rusted, but over time in there they've come apart. So anyway, on to the next one. Well, I found another that. I have no clue what it is. It is a piece of something. Thought at first it might be like a wood plane, an old style wood plane, but I don't think that's what it is. So, really don't have a clue. So it's a that. It was down in that hole under some tree roots. Hopefully this wasn't another area that was the dump bin for the former farmer. I wasn't even going for alliteration there, but I got it. But anyway, I'll fill this hole back in and move to the next one. Okay, have the next thing. These roots kept getting in the way and I got them all yanked out, but it's another, got my cord hooked there. It's another random piece of triangular shaped metal. So yeah, there's the plug. It rolled clear over there. But anyway, moving to the next one. Well, there are times when you get to a point where you just really don't like certain types of people. Like this. As you can see, whatever the heck this is, or was, is just buried underground. It was probably tossed over here and in the side yard, because don't need it right now. So yeah, my landlord isn't a whole lot better. He puts oil in these barrels instead of taking it back to Walmart when he changes his oil. Stuff like that. I have my doubts about this hunt, but I'm going to keep going and see what happens. Moving to the next one. Well, I rescanned the area, and in the same hole, right next to that I just laid over there for now, is what appears to maybe have been an old toy truck. It's got what looks like it could have been the fender wells back there and up there. Try to knock some of the dirt out of it here, which ain't gonna happen too easily. Yeah, that was like a truck or a bus or something. So yeah, I have to check that out later. But before I move to where that leaf is, where I had another signal, I think I'll check this one while you all are watching. Get the metal out of the way. Sweet, landed it. Alrighty. Says there's more in there. Says there's more all over the place here. I think I will dig all of this and then, or maybe not. I'll dig a bunch of this and see what it is and possibly record what there is. Maybe I'll just ignore it. I'll let you know at the next scene, I guess you'd call it. I'll get it dug. Well, right there is pretty much what was in the holes. More of these discs. There's a couple pieces of wire and these two pieces here. All of that, focus again, all of that was in these holes. There's still more in there. I'm not going to dig it up because I would put money on a big time bet that it's just more junk, like this random piece of metal there. I'm tired of digging stuff out of these holes like that, so this phone doesn't seem to focus very quickly. But anyway, I'm going to hit a few more spots up in the trees this way, and then I'm going to go to the front yard out there and hit that. And yeah, for now, I'm going to put that in the back of the truck, small pieces in the pouch, and I'll see you at the next one. Well, I moved from over there by the trees just out of that red topper. You can see the red there, to over here by the swing. And there's a few signals in this area. I dug this one and it's a nail, so most likely it's still just going to be trash over here. I'm not going to dig the other signals because they all, when I put it on tone, they all go away, and put it on discrimination, they all go away. So I'm certain that it's just this. So anyway, moving down that way a couple more swings, and then I'm going into the yard. See you at the next one. Okay, I'm at the last find for the trees. A chunk of square tubing. Don't know why, just here. So yeah, last one for the trees. Going over there, hit the front yard, be done with this house. And then all I've got to do is get my other house ready to move into, which I won't be able to even get started on it till the 14th of next month. And around the 14th. It'll take me a couple of weeks of getting it ready. I won't be on this dirt road anymore. I'll own the house, won't be renting, which would be so nice. So anyway, I'm rambling on about something I can talk about later on. Moving to the yard. Well, just wanted to show that I got a couple helpers. Bubba and Pepper from the landlord. And she's got cancer, you can see it on her belly there. And he's just a big old silly dog. Yes, aren't you guys silly? They came over to see what I was doing. Now the other dogs are barking, so they're going to head back. So, or not. Whatever. I've got another thing here that I got to dig in the yard. The ground is hard, so found the dogs. Now finding the next thing. Okay, well, I found the next thing. It's round. It's brown. It's not what I thought it was. I thought, hey, a penny, and then I knocked some dirt off of it. It's a gear, itty bitty little gear. Don't know what it may have been to, but whatever it was, no longer has this gear. So I did a halfway decent plug, and then I had to knock all this out just to get this. So, oh well, I'm getting there. Moving on. Well, just in case anybody needed proof that this was a metal detecting video, as if you couldn't already tell, bottle cap. You got to have those, or it's not a real metal detecting video. So, yeah. Moving on, hopefully something good. Well, the next thing is right there in this little scoop. It was ringing up really strong, and yeah, it was sounding good, and it's tiny, so excuse me, but you know, it is what it is. It's starting to get dark, but I'll do a little bit more. I'm gonna actually go up that way. I thought I'd do here close to where I parked a few times. That's not a good thing for where I parked a few times. But anyway, I'm going to do out in the front part, and then I think I'm going to call it quits. And this yard is done. So, moving on. All right, this is going to be the last hole. Yeah, I had to keep breaking the dirt up because what I found in there was this little bitty piece of metal here and two nails, excuse me, and 2 nails. So it's getting dark, and I want to have enough light for the wrap up. And so yeah, I'm going to count this yard as done. I don't think there's going to be anything here but trash. This house was moved here in the 50s, and apparently all they did was trash it. So anyway, see you at the wrap up. All right, well, here's the wrap up for the hunt. Have those big discs. 3 of them pretty much is all I need to go clear across the bed of my truck. Just like a little bit of gap in between. That random piece of tin, which may have been another one of these, may have been something else, I don't know, probably something else. This random junk here, the thing, this big piece of square tubing, and then the bus. I've decided that's most likely what it was, some kind of bus or delivery van or something, toy. And here's the bottom of it, the dead giveaway. You know, if the wheel well or fender wells in the back weren't enough, and the windows and stuff up front. And you know, I've done body work in the past for cars. I think this might even be beyond my repair capabilities. So yeah, it's just kind of sad. I bet it was a nifty little truck when it was in good shape. So yeah. Well, that is this part of the wrap up. I will be the next scene doing a wrap up for the month, because this will be my last video shot this month. So I will get all that together and do it tomorrow, because it's, like I say, it's getting dark. Oh, you can kind of see some sky through the clouds with the phone. nifty. But yeah, so that being said, I will see you at the rest of the wrap up. Okay, here's my month-end wrap up. Today's the 30th of September, so this is everything I found in September. The junk is out here in the truck. The rest of it's in on my desk, so I'm going to do it in kind of two parts. It'll be a cut in the middle. I'm hoping that the way I have my mic set up that you can hear me over this wind. I should have done this yesterday. Oh well, such as it is. Okay, here's that big piece of a ride that I found in, I believe I had that in the first video from the fairgrounds in Hutch. Bolts, nuts, and washers. There's a drill bit that looks like it's still in pretty good shape. It was probably dropped this year. A couple tent stakes. This pin here, that pin there. And this is a magnet for closing like a cabinet door or something. This is the junk that's less junk than the junk in the box. There's that bus thing from earlier in this video. There's the base to it, the 3 big discs. All the other random junk right there is in the middle one, and that thing back there. And of course, I'm not going to go over and show you the metal that I didn't dig out from by the tree. Here's the rest of the junk. So, yeah. As for junk, it was a pretty good month. I grabbed a lot of it. Now let's go to the better finds. So here are all the coins that I found. And my oldest coin is this penny right here. It's a 1959, and then a 69 and a 79. I put them in order of oldest to newest. Had to do 2 rows of pennies because I had so many pennies. Didn't find any wheat pennies, which is kind of sad. I like wheat pennies. There's the nickels and dimes and quarters. Here's that dollar coin I found at the fairgrounds. Here's that squished penny I found at the fairgrounds. I'll get close so you can read it. And there's the paper clips I found in Marion. Like I said, I can always use paper clips, so I'm keeping those. These little chains, which I think they're what they make these end pieces with, is just for a smaller size chain. There's that button and Kansas lottery thing. There's a couple things for necklaces, the rabbits and the owl. Then the Let's Get Naked things, I'm sure go to, they're supposed to put them on like a charm bracelet or something, which would be kind of an odd thing. There's that little guy there, and that ring with the loose things on it. The one set of earrings I found, and all the others separate. Every time I move that one, something else breaks. That one's pretty rotted. And then I have the Blessed and Believe. And I believe was the first one I found, and then I found Blessed. I think Blessed is older, because look how Believed is. And then this one's kind of corrodey. And this one's a little bit more corrodey, so, and that is Free Spirit. So yeah. If you're enjoying my videos, please like and subscribe. And you can check out my Patreon for perks and all like that. And I will be talking to you in the next one. Have a great day.